Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Gormeston, who lure and teach word, and peace and salutation to all you sincere brothers who are teaching this word in sincere and truth word with the hope of salvation. Shalom. As we see the time that we are in, we are living in the time of the end. We are living in the end time, when we say the end time of this world that we are in, the word of Esau, the word that is ruled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Their time is up, and the Lord is getting ready to return, to return to what? To come and establish his rulership on this planet Earth, man. But before he establishes his rulership, Messiah say it's gonna what? Bring judgments, on the earth, to judge the wicked, and all the people who have the same mindset, who are in the same mindset, you know, wicked being who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, But the rest of these people of the world as well, the other nations, they're all gonna be judged the same way, including our people, the Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America, who are not with the Lord right now, and who will continue that way, following the way of their enemies, who are gonna continue in disobedience, in rebellious spirit. Those are gonna be what? Gonna be judged alongside the wicked, wicked being Esau, Edom, So we see things are happening, all over the world right now. All these current events, we see this news about war and rumor of war. We see what earthquakes, floods, you know, and all these different weather storms, weather patterns that are happening all over the world. Also not forget the signs in the sky, the presence of chariot, the so-called UFO. All these are the signs of the time of the end. That's what the Lord say before he went back to the heavenly Father, man. They say when the time of the end comes, you're gonna see these signs. So that's what we see right now. So I come across this news from the Al Jazeera, you know, which say risk of hunger, poverty. I mean, risk of hunger, poverty higher due to slow economic growth. IMF had said persistently high interest rates, a series of bank failures in the US and Europe, and deepening geopolitical divisions are threatening global financial stability. You know, as they go on, so the world economy is expected to grow less than 3% this year, down from 3.4% last year, increasing the risk of hunger and poverty globally. The head of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) has said, Kristalina Georgieva, if I may pronounce, it's like if I pronounce it long, as Gazon said on Thursday, that growth is expected to remain about 3% for the next 5 years, calling it our lowest medium-term growth forecast since 1990, adding that it would be a severe blow, making it even harder for low-income nations to catch up. Poverty and hunger could further increase, a dangerous trend that was started by the COVID crisis, she said. As goes on, so Georgieva comment came in advance of the next week meeting of the IMF and its sister lending agents, the World Bank, where policymakers will convene to discuss the global economic most pressing issues. The annual gathering will take place as central banks around the world continue to raise interest rates to tame persistence inflation and as a continuing debt crisis in the emerging economies pushes debt burdens higher, preventing nations from growing. Low-income countries are expected to suffer a double shock from high borrowing costs and a decline in demand for their export, which could cause poverty and hunger to increase, Giova added. No, about 15% of low-income countries are already in debt distress, and an additional 45% are near it. She had it, calling on wealthier IMF members to do more to provide support. The IMF head said persistent high interest rates, a series of bank failure in the USA and Europe, and deepening geopolitical division are threatening global financial stability. Georgieva said the country has thus far been resilient climbers out of the you know what pandemic, which has killed almost 6.9 uh, people wherever they say, man. But we understand, you know, most of the people died in that time. They died for the natural cause, man. You know, yes, that was a disease. You know, you know, but it's just like a normal flu, man. A lot of people die from the flu. A lot of people die from the cancer, and different diseases. But they put that aside to push this thing, man. You know what? You know, to the point, man. Their mindset is what was to destroy, to destroy the economy. That's the mindset actually. So they can come with a new system, which we understand is going to be what? It's going to be digital. You know, that's why they talk about ICBMs. I mean, yeah, Saraki, CBDC, Saraki. They are talking about CBDC. You know, the central bank. I mean, digital currency. You know, you know, that's what they've been pushing around the news right now, around the media. And that's what they are coming with. You know, everything's going to be digital. They're going to do away with paper money. Or paper currency. You know, a lot of this nation, these BRICS nations, they are ditching what the dollar. So that's just telling you, man. What the rich are planning, man. They are planning to crush this economy and to introduce the new way or the new system that is going to be digital. You know, to the point that people are going to be chipped. So this was systematically designed to come to this point. But we understand everything that you see is done on the earth is been already done in the heaven, man. It's been done in the spirit. The Lord is the one who control everything. So I may lead. So Geo said that countries have thus far been resilient climbers out of the pandemic, which has killed almost 6.9 million people globally, disrupted the global supply chains, and exacerbated worldwide food insecurity. You know, So, and we couple of months ago, you know, 2022, 2021, there were a lot of this food industry catching fire. Food industry, food processing industry, we are catching fire, man. And these big farmers, you know, they were coming out as well saying their crop will been banned, So here we are, man. You know, we are in 2023. Then we expect we need to you need to expect the worst, man. Things gonna accelerate. I mean, the same way, man. It's gonna go on that the way they started it. You know, to the point people gonna be uh, are forced to bow down to this man system to take the charagma, so they can be able to eat food and get that rationing that they're gonna come with, man. You know, but the electors are gonna be all right, as the Messiah said, man. However, there will be there we are still considerable concern as advanced economy face the challenges of high inflation, and poorer nations are burdened by debt, and the United States, the European Union, and others are rethinking their trade relationship with China, adding to fear of instability. You know, so yeah, that's the news, man. You know, that's what we see right now. They are talking about uh, famine, which all this have been part of the prophets written in the Bible. The Lord spoke about these things. It's gonna come in these last days. You know, So I'm reading the book of Matthew 24, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna start from 6 to 3. So, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? So the disciple, inquire of the Lord to tell them what it will be, you know, before the before the Lord comes, you know, you know, what will happen, you know, you know, before the Lord make his second return, and the Lord tell them as he's gonna say. And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. As goes on, and ye shall hear of wars and rumor of wars. And that's what we hear right now. China are in war, in the brink of war with Taiwan and the USA, North Korea as well, and USA and South Korea. North Korea as well, and with South Korea and Japan. They are all in tension right now, And who is behind the scene? USA, you know, USA is everywhere, instigating in war, man, you know. You know, they are. USA are doing deal with China, with Japan. You know, and North Korea, they are testing their missiles as well. So as Russia, so as Iran. India, they're all preparing. All these nations with nuclear power. They are preparing. They are preparing for what? For the coming war. But right now, we hear the propaganda. You know, what we hear about Israeli what bombarded Afghanistan, I believe, and Palestine, Palestine, you know, So all this is happening around the world, around the clock as well, is to fulfill what the Messiah say here, you know. But eventually the war will come, the World War III. See that ye be no trouble, for all these things must come to pass, but the hand is not yet. So all these things are going to come to pass, and that's what we see today, man. For nation shall rise against nation, and the kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Famine, the key word there is famine, but also not to neglect pestilence, diseases, and earthquakes, which a couple of months we heard about Turkey. What's happened in Turkey? The earthquakes, which kill a lot of people, man, and destroy infrastructure in Turkey. You know, So this is happening, man, in diverse places, not only in one place. It's gonna be everywhere. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So these are the beginning of sorrow. So it's gonna ask. I mean, it's gonna. But that's beginning. It's gonna work. It's gonna grow, man. You know, it's gonna grow to be bigger. It's gonna be bigger event. Everyone is gonna be talking about the bigger event that everyone is gonna be talking about. I may read this book of Second Ezra 16 and 17. It says, "Oh, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?" Which days the prophet Ezra was talking about? The day of the hands, the days of the hands, man. The last days of the last days. That's what he was talking about. You know, all the vision that Mosiah have given him. So it come to the point. Prophet Ezra to the point for Prophet Ezra was sick, by those by the way of those visions that he was receiving, man. So to the point he was crying, man. He say, "War," and war means war, bad time, destruction, or time of judgment, time that is not good, man. I say, so he say, "Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?" So he see no. I mean, in that when he was receiving those visions, you know, he didn't have any hope, man, because he know by his own means he will never be able to escape, you know. But by the way of the Lord, he will be able to escape, man. The Lord is the one who's gonna take care of us. And Ezra represents the prophet, the men and the women that fear Mosiah. So in this time, there are some men and women that will try to the best of their ability to walk with the walk of faith to please their Heavenly Father. So the Lord is going to be with them as well. By our own means, we have no way to escape the judgment that are coming on the earth, man. But the Lord is the one who's going to deliver us. He's the one who's going to take care of us. When there's no food, there's a famine on the earth. Mosiah is the one who's going to provide for us, man. He's going to provide bread for us. He's going to provide water for us, while the other people are suffering. To the point at the end when the Mosiah bring the fire down on the earth by the way of the nuclear missile, especially in the land of America, where majority the whole people, the whole land is going to be consumed with fire. Only the elect are the one who are going to be delivered out of that land. Those who fear the Heavenly Father, those who walk with the Lord, who will walk with the Lord to the end, because there's no everyone who heard the word is gonna continue to the end, man. That's why I say, "He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved." So we all hoping that are those men who are gonna walk with the Lord to the end, man. Are the men of old, man, the men who continue in their integrity, man, by the Spirit empowered by the Heavenly Father. One of them, including, is Job, Enoch, Lot, and the Abraham, Jacob. The list goes on, man. Not to forget Noah, man. One of the eight, one of the men, among those 8 souls that Mosiah delivered in the time of flood. Those are men who was considered as perfect men in those times, man. So Lord, will we be of those men in this time? By Mosiah will, he can deliver us, man. So as goes on, so the beginning of sorrow and the great mourning. Mourning for what? Because there's a lot of people gonna die. There's a great death is coming. People are not gonna be able to bury their loved one. People are gonna be dying left and right. People are gonna be laying on the street, dead. So people are gonna be learning for their for their life, man, to survive in that day, because the world as you know today is not gonna be the same, in the times to come, man. And those times are not very far, are very near. As we see, the sign have become more and more. The signs of the hand have become more and more. So as the hand is so as the hand, man. The beginning of famine. So famine is coming. No, Mosiah said, and it will come to pass. Whatever Mosiah said, it will come to pass, man. So Mosiah said famine, and the great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. All these people in authority gonna be in fear. To begin with the heritage of this world, the one who ruling this earth, man. The one who in control of this earth, those who've been given power to control the earth right now, to be judges of the earth, they're gonna be in fear because then they're gonna know that their hand is near, the beginning of evil, and evil means all bad time. What shall I do when this evil shall come? Behold, famine again, famine, famine is coming, and the plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as a scourge for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Yeah, people are gonna be still comfortable. They're gonna see like, oh, things gonna be better soon, man. And this politician, they are number one liars, man. Keep these people in a script, man. Lying to them that the way it is right now is gonna get better. The inflation is gonna go. People gonna be okay in few months, in few years. But what we tell you is expecting the worst, man. Nothing is gonna get better here. This is the time of the end. These times are not like like that. Those times that have been passed, man. This is not 1950s. This is 2023. We are almost out of this system, man. This system is about to go down soon. Behold, victory shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So right now, people may still go in the supermarket, they can still buy their needs, Some of them that who can afford to go for them for holidays, they can still go, man. People still can find jobs, you know, you know, they can get jobs still, you know, But the way it goes, man, as we see, you know, according to the prophets, we see things are getting worse, man. Most of these literal store are shutting down as well. So as people have been asked from their job, man, people are losing job right now, in an alarming rate, man, So those people who are losing job, yes, they may go out there again, they may get job, So people they still, have a means, they still feel comfortable, man. But soon it's gonna be different, you know. When you lose a job, it's gonna be complete, man, done, man. You're not gonna have another job to get, you know. You may go to the supermarket to buy something, your needs, you're not gonna be able to find them. You may go to the supermarket, but you can see you may end up see empty shelves, no food, and to the point, man, when they come with the technology, you know, it's gonna be you bowing down to them so you can get that little they're gonna give you, you know. But the men of Mosiah are gonna be alright, So as goes on, so for men of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. So a lot of people are gonna die of famine, read again. For men of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast as a dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And that's what is coming on the earth, man. To begin with America. The whole city, the whole land is going to be cast down. consumed away with fire. So as different cities in Europe, in this Western hemisphere, man, you know, they're gonna be cast down as well. They're gonna be emptied, man. You know, people are gonna be looking for their loved one, and they're not gonna find. People, they're gonna see their loved one dead, and they're not gonna be able to stop and war. Take them to bury them. You know, they're not gonna be able to comfort them. You know, to keep them. I mean, I mean, they're not gonna be able to organize burial ceremonies or funerals, man. People are gonna be laid down in the street. You know, the whole land is gonna be stink. So with that, I may end there. I may say shalom. Famine is coming, and so as the sword, man. You know, the judgment of Mosiah is on the way, man. So repent, you Israel, before it's too late. And when I speak of Israel, I speak of you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America. Shalom.